Jake, thank you so much for coming to talk with us a little bit today about, one, being a role model and just doing what you're doing. So it's really, really cool what you're doing. So can you fill me in about exactly what's going on?
With Run to Wellness, I'm going to be running 10 half marathons in 10 cities across all of Canada in the span of 30 days. So we're going to be making a documentary about the entire journey. We're sharing all kinds of content throughout the process across our social media. And then we've also partnered with the Center for Addiction and Mental Health here in Toronto to not only raise awareness about mental illness, but then also to raise funds for their great organization.
Fantastic. Why is mental illness and raising awareness so important to you?
Yeah, so okay, I'm someone who's kind of dealt with anxiety throughout my entire life. At the beginning of 2015, I started going through a pretty bad depression as well. But over the course of the spring and summer, you know, going from a place where it's hard to get out of bed in the day, at the beginning of the day, to a space where I had, you know, a good mental balance, I'd say, that sort of came about through running for me. Something that I discovered was, you know, the amazing benefits that physical activity can have on your mind. I think a lot of it's about sort of the perspective that you take on a day-to-day basis. And that can be on, you know, a very large scale or a very small scale. One thing that I, you know, have always tried to do is, you know, focus on the positive. Even if there are so many things overwhelming me in the moment, like what is one thing that I can do to turn this situation around? If there are 99 things that are really stressing you out, it's about trying to put all of your energy into that one small thing. And that goes back to the running, you know, every step is a small accomplishment for me. You know, I went a little bit further and then a little bit further. The other thing that's super important is to be open and honest about how you're feeling. I'm sort of someone who, in my group of friends or close family, you know, I'm someone who, if they were to describe me, they would say, oh, he's the guy with the smile on his face all the time, or he's the guy who brings the energy to the room, you know, we love having him around. But one of the hardest things for me to do was sort of be open with myself and say, like, I can project that into a room, but that's not always how I'm feeling inside. And that, sort of getting over that hurdle and being able to be open and talking about how I'm feeling is something that has only been good for me. And you know, people say it's super, super hard to do, and it is. It absolutely is. But it is one of those scenarios where once you kind of get past that, you know, it's only good. Like, the statistics don't lie that, yeah, maybe men aren't talking about it, but men are still, you know, going through the same situations. So if I don't know how to change that in a quick second, but what I want to do is like be that small voice, even if it's just one, to say it doesn't make you any less of a man to say how you're feeling. Through the Run to Wellness campaign, if you know, I can even inspire one person who might not want to speak up about how they're feeling. If I could just get one person to say, you know, be honest with themselves and reach out for support, and then embrace that support, I think that'll be a success then.
Jake, thank you so much for coming and sharing your story and being a role model. It's really amazing to have young men speak honestly about the emotions and their mental illness, but it's also really powerful to know that you're taking what you struggled through and turning it into a really powerful strength. So I know that our customers and our followers are really going to be impacted by what you said, so thank you so much for making a difference today with our family at Warrior Label.
Thanks for having me.